Assalamu alaikum students, and I wish you all are doing good. Today the chapter which we are going to study is lesson 1.2 scientific methods, which is in your book page number 10. This is just for revision, as I know you all have done this topic before. So students, open page number 11. There are many random questions that we come across during the day. Many of them are our smart guesses, but not the sure answers. We only get sure about something when it is proven. Scientific statements are always based on facts, yet derived from the smart guesses of people who worked on them. There are some methods that make any scientific statement authentic. Okay, so you all know that if and there is any question comes across us, so what happens that sometimes what we do, we used to guess that answer. We used to guess about that answer. Surely we don't know. We don't know that is it correct or is it wrong. But sometimes we guess about that answer. So, but if you want to know that is it sure, is the answer correct, so what is the reason behind that? That it should we only get sure about something when it is proven. Okay, when it is proven. And scientific statements are always based on facts. However, they are derived from the smart guesses of people who worked on them. It means that the scientists who have worked on them, they are basically uh, they are basically based on the facts. And there are some methods that make any scientific statements authentic. It means correct. So question is, let's check how to prove your answer like a scientist. Do the normal water and the salt water boil at the same temperature? Okay. Beta, there are two containers. They have shown you on page number 11. For example, in they are saying, will the temperature be same? For example, if it's boiling and we have pour some salt in that, and the other one is also boiling but it has no salt in that, so can anyone answer that do the normal water and the salt water boil at the same temperature? Will they boil at the same temperature or not? Okay, I want you all to give me the reason as well. I need reason as well. So students, first of all, if we see, so what will happen, that salt will boil quickly. Okay, and the normal water will take a little bit time to boil. Everyone open page number 12. Scientific method is a set of logical steps that the scientists follow. Through these steps, scientists ask and answer the questions doing different experiments. As a result, they come to conclusions about the original questions. It helps scientists to organize thoughts and procedures so that they can be sure with their findings. Okay, so everyone listen carefully. In this topic, we are going to learn some scientific methods, okay, which scientists use while their experiments, and while they are uh, having some they want to write some theories about that experiment or whatever. So there are some logical steps that scientists follow. We all know. I mean, as you have read this topic before, so you all are clear with this, with all these. And through these steps, scientists ask and answer the questions. For example, if we want to ask something and we are facing difficulties, so what scientists have given proofs about them, and they answer the questions doing different experiments, and as a result they come to conclusion. It means after the result they come to conclusion about the original question, that what is the answer and what is the reason behind that, and many other, after doing their experiment. And it helps scientists to organize thoughts and procedures so that they can be sure with their findings. So first of all, first method is students questions. Scientists are very curious. They want to know about everything around them. Curiosity makes them ask questions. They ask why, when, what, where, or how something happens. These questions led you to share the answers, called research. Okay, first of all, first scientific method is their questions. That why, when they want to have some experiment on a particular topic, so are they curious or not, and they want to know about everything. It means around, they want to know about everything which is present in the world, in the in our universe, it means earth, and in the space as well. And what they do, they ask why. It means if there is any uh, if they want to ask, if they want to research about something, they will ask first of all why, when, what, where, and how something happens. And these are the questions which led the scientists to search the answers, and they are called research. For example, beta, they have given what holds this sky up and why do we feel hungry. So there are many reasons, there are many answers which scientists have proven through their theories. Second is research. Once the question is clearly drawn, background research is carried on to gather the useful information about the phenomenon being questioned. This can be only done through reliable sources such as internet, libraries, experts, etc. Research helps you guess the answer, called hypothesis. For example, if scientists ask how birds fly, then he or she first will gather information about birds from the resources available to them. Okay, so students, after question, they they research about a particular topic. For example, if scientists want to know that how birds fly, so first of all, what they did, what was the first scientific method? That questions. Now the second scientific method is research. So what they will do, they will first of all take out they will gather all the information about birds, and why do they fly, when they do fly, and what is the reason behind if they don't fly or if they fly, and how do they gather information about them. They used to go through some sources, for example internet, libraries, and through some experts.